holy fucking shit, guys. Seriously. How does this movie become worse than the first one? I have no idea, but somehow this film has done it. What is up, guys and horror fans? Welcome back to my channel. This is OCD Movie Reviews. My name is On The Brinkcat, and today I'm going to review the latest horror movie sequel that came out, and that film is The Strangers Chapter 2. This film is the follow-up of last year's Strangers Chapter 1, latest film in the Strangers franchise, the second installment in this Reboot Quill trilogy. This movie is directed once again by Renny, Harlin, and this movie stars the return of Madelaine Petsch. Left stranded in a small town with no way out, Maya must once again face the night of terror of three deadly killers whose rampage she must put to an end. So yes, we got the second film in the Strangers Reboot trilogy. Now, here's the thing. Like I said with the Strangers Chapter 1, I'm not the hugest fan of the Strangers franchise. I thought the first movie was very decent. Prey Night was shit. Strangers Chapter 1, very disappointing. I was expecting a lot more from that film. It just turned out as a very generic and stupid, dumb home invasion film. But now we have a trilogy in our hands. This is a continuation of The Strangers Chapter 1. And I gave this movie a little bit of hope because this film is going to be a bit different when it comes to the Strangers films. But also I wasn't excited for this film because of how much I wasn't a fan of the first movie. So I was giving this movie a chance, but also I was having a bit of doubt throughout this film because of how much I don't like the first one. And holy fucking shit, guys. Seriously. How does this movie become worse than the first one? I have no idea, but somehow this film has done it. This film is worse than the first movie in every single way. My god, this film was shit. Do I have a positive with this film? Absolutely. Madelaine Petsch, she tries in this film. She's literally the best part about this movie. She tries in the film, and she is fine in the film overall for what she is given. But I said about her in the first movie as well. She is just fine for what she is given. I'll give her this. When she is scared in the film, I did felt believed within her character in the film. I'll give her that. So I would say Madelaine Petsch does a good job in this film. But other than that, guys, oh my gosh. This is a torture, guys. This film is a torture to get through throughout start to finish. Now, the point of the second movie in the trilogy is to lead up to the big finale in the third movie, kind of giving us what the franchise is trying to give us. Nothing fucking happens in this film. There is no, I would say, story build up to the third movie. There are just moments in the film that leads up to the third movie, but the overall story of the film is literally Madelaine Petsch just running away from strangers every single time. Every time the strangers come, she hides somewhere. Every time the strangers come again, she hides somewhere. She got away from him, catch up with him again, her running and hiding somewhere. The film just gets very repetitive from start to finish. Also, there are so many dumb sequences in the film where I'm just like, what the fuck is this film trying to attend for? There are some scenes in The Strangers Chapter 2 that just came out of nowhere. Has nothing to do with the story whatsoever. It's literally just there for the runtime. I feel like that is why it's even there. Like an example, I'm going to spoil this moment because this moment is one of those bright examples of a scene that just came out of nowhere. There's a moment where Madelaine Petsch escaped from the strangers, then escaped from these characters she stumbles upon, and she's left in the woods to survive. And then there's just this random, like, man-eating, hungry, wild boar that attacks her in the film. It literally leads to this boar attacking as well. She runs to this random rusty car, hiding from the boar, and we don't see the boar yet, so we're thinking, what's this animal trying to attack her? Is it a bear? Is it something? It just leads up to it, and then the boar attacks her, literally like the Revenant. Like, it's literally a ripoff of the Revenant with that scene. It's literally just a boar attacking her. It's just like, that just came out of nowhere. It has nothing to do with the strangers. That's this film. There's so many just random ass moments in the film, and it doesn't have a story from start to finish. It's just Madelaine Petsch running away from the strangers, and she caught up with the shenanigans in the film. And there's a plot aspect as well where we're trying to get a backstory with one of the strangers in the film, because of course we want to know their backstory. We want to know exactly what happens to them, how they became the way they are. We don't give a shit about that. They're trying to give us some bit of backstory to lead up to the third movie to give us importance, but we just don't give a shit about this backstory. The strangers are supposed to be just strangers with masks just trying to at home invade and attack people. We don't need their backstory. They basically already have their story. They're just random killers with masks. And it's not even a sympathetic story either. It's just a villain origin story in the film. And I'm not going to explain who the stranger is they tell a backstory to. I'm not going to spoil that because, you know, in case for some Strangers fans that somehow like this movie, I don't want to give it a spoiler, even though I did spoil the boar scene, so I'm kind of a hypocrite when it comes to that. But stuff like that, I'm just like, we don't need that in a movie. But basically the biggest problem with The Strangers Chapter 2 is literally nothing happens leading up to the third film. It's kind of like one of the after movies. You know, nothing happens. It's just the same shenanigans all over again leading up to the third film. That's what it is throughout this film. And of course this film ends up with a cliffhanger that leads to the third film. And this cliffhanger, it's literally out of nowhere. Seriously, it's literally out of nowhere. And somehow this movie is worse than the first movie. How? I wanted this movie to at least be a little bit better than the first movie because at least it's trying to do a completely different plot, but nothing fucking happens in The Strangers Chapter 2. It's just shenanigans that we've seen many times before in so many horror films that we've seen. It's literally just Madelaine Petsch running away from the strangers from start to finish and caught up with some characters, caught up some really cringy characters too. Like she caught up with these group of people in this film and of course they are just made to be creepy in the film, and we have one guy that was sitting to try doing this. Fuck! Yeah, we got that in this film. Like, just cringy ass acting from other actors in this film. I just want to get this review over with, guys, because honestly, I watched one better after another after this film, and it's a much better film than this piece of shit, and I cannot wait to review this movie. So overall, guys, The Strangers Chapter 2 easily is the worst horror film of this year. This movie is absolutely worse than the first movie. It's a movie that just goes completely nowhere. It's just the whole movie is just Madelaine Petsch running away from the strangers, and then a couple of little subplots happen, but it's literally just through with the same random shenanigans all over again. The movie gets dumb, it gets random, it tells backstories that we don't even need to get explored with. It's a movie that was unbelieved that it's not even an improvement of the first movie. This movie could have been so much better because at least it tries to tell something a little bit different than the other Strangers films, but somehow this movie just made it even worse. This film was so boring, so uninteresting, the scares aren't great in the film. I feel like it's a film that's just a complete waste of time for me and even Stranger fans out there. So overall, guys, don't check out this movie. The Strangers Chapter 2 is absolutely a complete waste of time here. I'm not excited for the third movie after this film. I just don't give a shit. I will review it, obviously. I will check it out for you guys, but I'm just not going to be excited for it because of this film alone. I gotta say, guys, easily, The Strangers Chapter 2 is just one big pile of shit. I'm not as mad as this film as War of the Worlds or anything, but definitely this is the worst horror film of the year. Absolutely. Don't check out this film whatsoever. So guys, that is my review for The Strangers Chapter 2. Let me know what you think of this film in the comments below. Do you like the film, hate the film, or you thought it's okay? Just let me know in the comments below. Make sure you guys follow me on social media links down below. Keep contact with me, and make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. Notify for my latest movie reviews and other movie related content. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a nice day.